On that fateful morning, somewhere around 4:30, just as the first rays of dawn were poking impotent marmalade fingers over the horizon, scattering the shadows like convent girls menaced by a tramp, a message came through, an officer's only message came through from Bordeaux. Bordeaux was the new HQ of the French Navy. It had been moved there because, well, the Germans. And an officer on board called Cresson received this but realised, oh, this is in the big code. I better get the big bumper code book out. So he left his office and ran to the safe somewhere else on the submarine, got the when they really mean it, code book out, and came back and started decoding. And there was quite a bit to this decoding because this was ever so encrypted. This was clearly a very important message. The captain, I think, was still asleep. It's 4:30 in the morning. Why shouldn't he be? But he thought this could be big. Meanwhile, a load of boats were approaching in the darkness, just as Martin had predicted, and they knew they had to be stealthy. Only the people at the tiller guiding them could be seen. Everyone else was down, heads down, below the gunwales, so they couldn't be seen. They came up to the ship, but the sentries saw them. And one of them started raising alarm, banging on the conning tower, and ran forward, got to the one hatch, which was open on the bow, and disappeared down it, and it was closed behind him. Now, an officer called Talbot was commanding the initial rush, and he was first onto the ship, and he managed to capture one of the sentries, but then realised, oh, now what do I do? We were expecting 4 open hatches, and we've got none. How do you get into a closed submarine? It's bulletproof, and they're ever so watertight. But he had a notion, so he climbed up a ladder onto the conning tower and got his torch out and had a look around and examined the hatch and noticed something pretty quickly. Well, one, disappointingly, it was closed, but also the clips on it were quite similar to the clips on a British submarine, which were designed so that they could be opened by a rescue diver in an emergency from the outside. Meanwhile, Cresson downstairs had finally decoded the message. It was very clear. They were to scuttle the ship now.